Okay, so this week we're gonna keep working on dimensional analysis, but just a little bit deeper. So we're gonna use multiple facts basically. All right. So here we're given a table. So if you notice, these is distance, this is weight, this is liquid, and this is uh, time. So it depends. So what we need, we're going to be using whatever facts we are going to be using from here. This says a runner competed a 5 mile run. How many yards did she run? So a 5 mile, we have to turn it into yards. So let's try that. So we're going to go 5 miles over one times, and then I need miles to yards. So I'm going to use this one here. So 1 mile equals 1,760 yards. And then we are going to multiply our numerators and then our denominators, and then we're gonna divide. So if we cancel units, so that's mile and miles, they're across each other, so we can cancel them. So 5 times 1,000, so 5 times 1,760, that is 8,800. And then my answer is in yards. So this is pretty much like we were doing, right? Let's look at another one. So it's in the Tour de France, cyclists rides uh, ride 3,653.6 kilometers in 20 days. How many miles did they go? Now, it says very interesting here. Hint, watch for unimportant information. So, unimportant information, this is an example of unimportant information. We do not need to know how many days, because what they're asking is how many miles are 3,653.6 kilometers. That's all. So we don't need this information basically. All right, so that's 3,653.6 over 1, and then that's kilometers, and then times, I'm going to put kilometers here. So let's see if we have kilometers. I don't know. Oh yeah, we do. We have 1 mile equals 1.6093 kilometers. So let's use this one. It's right, straight, direct, right? So that's 1.6093 kilometers equals 1 mile. And then I'm gonna go ahead and cancel these units, and then I'm gonna multiply across. 1 times that, that's the same number, 53.6 over, and then 1 times that is 1.6093, and then I divide. That's 3653.6 divided by 1.6093. That is 2,270 with 30 what? Miles. And that's my answer. Okay? All right. Next one. After a nice meal, perhaps you'd finish it off with a pound. So 1 pound of cake for dessert. So what will the name of this cake be in grams? So a pound cake, what would that be in grams? So they want us to change pounds to grams. So let's look what we have here. We know it's weight. So we have 16 ounces equals 1 pound. Well, we don't need that one. Let's see. Maybe we do because this is pounds. 2,000 pounds is 1 ton. We definitely don't need 1 ton. 1 ounce equals 28.35 grams. And then I have 1 kilogram. That won't be useful, but this one will. And this too, because this one is in ounces, it's in ounces, but then this one is in ounces too. And then our final answer should be in grams. And I have that 16 ounces equals 1 ounce. I mean, 1 pound, and then I have 1 ounce equals that. So in this one, I'm gonna have to use this too. So let's use it. So that's 1 pound of cake, right? Over one times, and then I'm gonna put pounds here. So the one I'm gonna be using is actually this one, because then I can switch ounces to grams, and that'd be perfect. So that's 1 pound equals 16 ounces times, I'm gonna keep going because I need actual grams. So I'm gonna put 1 ounce equals how many? 28.35 ounce. Now in this case, I had to use two conversion facts to be able to get my answers in grams. Put ounce here, grams. So now I'm gonna be multiplying. And why do I have to use two instead of one? Well, because that's what's given here. So that's the only ones that I could use here. All right, so let's do that. 1 times 16 is 16. And then 16 times 28.35, it's 453.6. And then 1 times 1 times 1 is 1. So my answer is 453.6 grams, right? Because I cancel pounds here and I cancel ounces with this one. Okay, all right, so notice that sometimes I'm going to have to use multiple ones, and this was one because what's given here. All right, let's keep going. So it says in the US, milk is sold by the gallon, while in Denmark it's sold by the liter. How many liters of milk would you need to equal 1 gallon? All right, so we have 1 gallon over 1 times, let's see what we have. It's in liquid. So we have 1 liter equals 1.057 quarts. Oh, and we also have that 4 quarts equals 1 gallon. So this is perfect. This one we can use both. We can use this one and this one because it's telling me I don't have 1 liter to 1 gallon. I mean, I don't have liter to gallons, but I do have liter to quarts and quarts to gallons. So that's what we're going to be using. So that was 1 gallon times 1 gallon equals 4 quarts. And then I'm going to have to cancel quarts. So that's 1.057 quarts equals 1 liter because that's the one I want. According to this, this is what I have. And this is my two conversion facts that I needed. So now I'm going to multiply all my numbers. So 1 times 4 times 1, that's 4. And then 1 times 1 is 1, times that is 1.057. And then I divide, so that's 4 divided by 1.057 equals 3.78. And then that's what? Well, if we cancel gallons, we cancel quarts, we're left with liter. So there are 3.78 liters in 1 gallon. Okay. All right. So I hope that helps.